Hey, what's going on? Well, I wanted to talk to you from the Oval Office today as we remember an icon who passed away this weekend. I'm pretty sure that you probably heard by now that Kasem, the legendary American Top 40 host, the creator of American Top 40, passed away yesterday. He was 82 years old. He had been suffering from dementia and all kinds of other health problems. And it's been a long custody battle between his family and his wife, and you probably heard about it in the last few weeks. But anyway, I just want to kind of reflect a little bit on Kasem and just talk about that for a few minutes. I have to say that Kasem was probably one of my main inspirations for becoming a DJ, at least in the radio sense. That's the reason I became a radio DJ, was because I used to love to listen to Kasem when I was a kid. I mean, I can remember Sunday morning listening to Kasem on the way to church and, listen to his top 40 countdown. It was always a lot of fun. And, back then we didn't have the internet. We didn't have ways to look up music. We didn't have iTunes. I mean, basically you just listened to the radio, and I would listen to Kasem every Sunday morning. And the rule of thumb was if you had all the songs that Casey had, then you were current on your music library. That was pretty much the rule back then. And Casey was always very thorough. If you ever listened to one of his shows, he always talked about the artist. He gave you information about, backstories about the artist and where they came from, how many number ones they've had. I mean, he was very, very knowledgeable when it came to music and very interesting to listen to. So, and I can remember just listening to him ever since I was a little kid. And the thing is, I was a big Scooby-Doo fan, too. When I first heard Casey on the radio, I can always remember thinking, okay, why is Shaggy on this countdown show? Because, Kasem was the voice of Shaggy. He also did some other voices, but he was actually the voice of Shaggy on Scooby-Doo. But anyway, the world has definitely lost a great radio icon, and as Casey always used to sign off and say, keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. Well, I think Casey's finally reached the stars, but he was definitely an icon, and I definitely had a great inspiration of running his shows when I worked at the radio station. I went to work for a radio station called Island 106 in Panama City. We used to air American Top 40 on the weekends, and the very first shift I did at Island 106 was actually running Kasem's show. That was pretty neat. It was on CD, and I thought that was the coolest thing, being able to sit in there and run Kasem's show. So anyway, that was just my little reflection on that. But again, the world has lost a great icon, and Kasem will be missed. But you know what? He may be gone, but he's certainly not forgotten, as I mentioned on my Facebook post yesterday. And you know what? If you have Sirius XM radio, you can still listen to Kasem every weekend. The 70s channel, 70s on 7, they replay some of his American Top 40 original broadcasts, which is pretty neat. They were doing a 24-hour marathon last night, so I was listening to that, and also earlier today he was on as well, so it was good to hear his voice and listen to some of those countdowns. It's pretty interesting. So anyway, he was very knowledgeable about music, and check out some of his old shows. You may be able to find some here on the internet as well for young guys who really didn't know who Kasem was. You can find out a lot about him. So anyway, that's where we're going to leave this, and yeah, like I said, we've lost a great icon, but you know what? He's gone but not forgotten. So as Casey would say, keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars.